some more Netrunner involving Max, the new Anarch ID, and Jinteki, Personal Evolution. Andrew is with me once again.
Heyo.
Is what I meant to say. And what is your impressions of Max so far?
Maximum punk rock? Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, every time I would use her ability, I would say maximum punk rock. That was, and then people seemed to get a little annoyed at that, so I stopped.
Yeah, I would have fueled off of that. So if we ever play in the future, which I doubt, you should keep doing that.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. So we have a Mulligan on the left. I think that's because he had about 3 agendas in hand. I'm playing on the right, and we have Matt playing on the left. And this looks like a decent start. This has some econ. And this is a little bit different from... I mean, it's pretty similar to like the prepaid Max deck that's been floating around, but with some differences. So yeah, it depends a lot on burst econ cards like Lucky Find, Day Job, Sure Gamble, and prepaids to really sustain its economy and to make it totally unpredictable what money it has at any given time.
Excellent.
Like, oh, my opponent has 0 credits. I could totally install this agenda and be safe. And now, oh my god, they have 9 out of nowhere.
That's good. I like the style.
Yeah, it's fun. And it features Eater, of course, and the utensils, as I call them. Some people call them cutlery, silverware. What is your pick?
Just food eating things. Food eating tools.
No, we're not going with that. We'll stick with utensils.
Utensils it is.
Oh, and he has a Chronos project off the start.
Ooh, that is... You do not like that card.
No, so Cronus Project, so I should remind people what cards do, and I forgot to use her ability. I will always forget to use her ability on the first turn, so that's just something, if I'm playing on this channel, you're going to have to get used to. But yeah, the Cronus Project is an agenda for a 3-1 that the Corp can score, and it causes the runner's heap to just disappear. It's gone.
Yes, it's very good.
And so Max really likes her heap. She likes digging through the trash. And that is bad. So going into HQ. See a data mode.
Ooh.
And I really like this matchup, Max versus PE. It's interesting in that Max can pretty easily replenish her hand. She's hard to flatline with net damage like this. You know, I've had worse as a card.
Right.
And at the same time, PE sometimes just tries to deck the runner. And so that could be a thing that happens.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I'm gonna really like to see this interaction of kind of... You're gonna be cruising through your cards, and he wants you to cruise through your cards because a bad hit could really end your game.
And his hand has a lot of fun stuff. So there's the Swordsman, which I'm sure is in there because of Eater. And, you know, it's a good card in and of itself. Yeah. He has Jackson Howard. He has 2 House of Knives. House of Knives? Is that what?
House.
For some reason.
House of Knife. Yeah.
House of Knife. Right. Sorry, House of Knife.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you for correcting me. That's really what you're here for, is giving me the right, you know, the corrections when I need them.
That's right. That's why I'm here.
And so I thank you for that. And he looks like he's retargeting on R&D. That could be clever because it's kind of showing that, hey, I don't really care about HQ. Come on in.
Right.
And then maybe I'm thinking, ooh, I don't want to go into HQ, and then I don't.
You know, it's really interesting, though. I would actually be really afraid to do that because I'm thinking Wonton Destruction. That Wonton soup is very spicy.
Soup is very spicy soup. You know, because you say wonton soup, I now just call it wonton destruction, and then people look at me funny, and then I have to really put a lot of effort into saying it correctly, which is wanton destruction.
Yeah. No.
So before recording tonight, I went through my head about 7 times saying wanton destruction, and then there you go, screwing it up.
That's right. That's really what I'm here for. Let's be honest.
So, something interesting to point out, I just triggered Max ability again. There are 2 I have had worse in the trash right now.
Yeah, that's really, you haven't had that much worse.
No, it's not. It could get a lot worse.
Right.
Okay, so I think that's Shattered Remains he has there. Yeah, that's Shattered Remains.
You know, I'm like,
so he just throws down 2 agendas. I think it was 2 House of Knives.
Yeah, that's what I like.
That's
to
always
see.
an interesting play.
Yeah.
Like, So I guess the idea there is Jinteki is going to put down 2. If you run 1, you're going to get an agenda. So then they're hoping that you think that the other one is the trap.
Right.
It's a 50-50 chance. And so they score the other one. I think that's the mind game there.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
And he hits a boxy. Drawing more cards.
Yeah.
Why not?
I'm not going to lose these.
I'm really looking for some icebreakers to get through ice. And click 3, I'm just going to run right into HQ. Oh, he's not resin.
Wow, he's saving that data mine.
Yep. Waiting for the kill. Jackson Howard.
Always trash Jacko.
So he is going to get to score that House of Knives. So I probably won't run it click 4.
Right. let's hope not.
So this is the problem right here I've had with Max, is my click 4s a lot of times are take a credit.
Yeah, that really does hurt.
Yeah. So I comment that I didn't think he would put down 2 agendas there. You know, and what's funny is, like, in the next tournament after this, the Jinteki player, or I guess it was casual play, put down 2 cards like that, and I remembered this, and I just ran them both and got 2 agendas.
Yeah. You know what?
So,
take 1 loss for a bunch of wins in the future. Learn.
Yeah, now I learned the lesson there is just to run everything. So I put down Eater, and then I run R&D, and Eater's gone.
See you, folks.
I'm sure Matt is loving that.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, that swordsman, I don't think was a huge threat. Like, that really just hurt my economy a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And I mean,
he's trying to decide to use Jackson. No, I don't know what he's deciding. I think he's just looking at the board state. Oh, House of Knives. He's trying to decide if he wants the House of Knives.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll take that trade of a net damage for a keyhole. That seems like an equitable trade.
Yeah.
It's just cards.
Who cares?
Alright, no net damage. And I see some stuff. Not quite angled properly for the camera,
right.
but we can assume they're Netrunner cards.
I'm thinking you're gonna
We'll get to see what I trash.
Oh,
Minu.
Alright. That's reasonable. Yeah, I think that's a good. I think that's a good trash. Yeah, I mean, it's good because even if you're trying to eat through it, that's a lot of subs. I mean, I'm assuming
it's
you
expensive.
assuming you have 4 to 5, which, considering how fast you're cruising through cards, you're probably going to try and hold on a few.
Yeah,
so
just blasting through. I'm taking draws. Even I might even play an iPad worse here just for the card draw.
You only have 1, if I remember correctly. I think there's.
There we go.
It is.
iPad worse triggers.
You know, it's really good if you can ESPN to the corp that you want them to trash that. It's very, very good.
ESPN 8 the Ocho.
The Ocho.
Okay, so this is my 3rd click, and I hopefully have another click to like play out one of those cards before I lose.
Right.
I must have there's at least 6 in my hand right now.
Yeah.
I definitely ran through a Kamino recently just to get card draw from iPad worse, and it was okay.
Worked out.
Yeah, it was fine. All right, Junebug gone. I'm not seeing agendas, I guess, or I just don't care about the agendas. I don't know.
I think you care about him.
So he has Shattered Remains in his deck. I'm trying to figure out. You think that's? I'm trying to figure out what that's for.
You know, I think we've
that hard,
no,
right?
see, yeah, I think we've actually had this exact conversation about this exact deck before, because we saw Shattered. Yeah, we saw Shattered Remains in PE once, and we were like, what? I mean, just even sometimes like, I don't know, maybe against.
Ooh, there's a Philotic.
Yeah, like. Maybe just to get rid of consoles and give the impression that he's trying to scorch you, but other than that, I don't know. It's an interesting choice.
Ooh, that was a good keyhole. That was a Philotic and a Future Perfect. So that Future Perfect is going to sit there for a little bit.
Yeah, you're good to go. And that was click 4, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that was click 4.
Okay.
So yeah, just general hardware trashing, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has Mushinoshi. So there is a Scorched Earth in hand.
Okay.
So he might be trying to hit Blast Creeps with it.
Yeah, that's definitely what I'm gathering.
So he is probably going to... I don't think he had any ice he could have defended that Future Perfect with.
All right.
Yeah, you know, I think he has an ice in hand, but I'm trying to figure out what it is. I don't think either he couldn't res it or it wouldn't have stopped me.
Yeah, it's probably a swordsman, if was my guess.
Yeah, that can make sense. Yeah, I'm trying to. So he is going to ping me for net damage on the run in.
Good.
And all the eaters are in the heap. And we are doing the side bid. I probably bid 0 here. Yeah. In that situation, just bid 0.
Yep.
So I'm taking a lot of net damage here. There's another wonton soup down.
Wonton soup going in the trash.
So there's only 2 in the deck, so we're not going to see that in this cycle. Yeah, just draw a card.
Just draw it.
So second click I drew. Third click I will draw.
No keyhole. Come on, keyhole. Keyhole, click 4.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Yeah, because in this version of the deck, I had no other way through Swordsman, really, than, this one didn't have Fems. Now I have Fems in the deck.
Right.
Yeah. It was just the Eaters, basically. But there was the combo of Scrubbed Parasite, which was nice.
Yeah, that can definitely save your bet a couple times.
Yeah, you're still going to get your Eater trash, but that's what Eater's for.
Yeah, whatever. Play another one.
So he has a Neural EMP in hand. He just drew a Ronin.
Oof.
I'm sure he would love Musha Notion about
Yeah.
that. So I think that... Is that a Yagura? Yeah, that's a Yagura.
Yeah.
That would have been decent protection. Yeah, so he puts the Yagura on archives.
Yeah, the other thing I can think of... Well, no, I don't know. I really don't. I don't know that one.
I missed what he installed there in the remote,
Right.
so it'll be a nice surprise.
No, that was the Ronin.
That was the Ronin. Yeah, I don't know why. I see Jinteki players doing that occasionally. I'm not sure why they do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he either is going to have to trash it or install it, so just install it.
Yeah, I think you're going to have to... Yeah, that's probably a situation. Also, sometimes, like, when a runner knows about a trap, they're, like, really actively thinking about it very hard, and sometimes they change the way that they're playing. Like, I know the card Kitsune, you access a card that the corp chooses can really mess with you. And
right, because they can choose not to use that ability, and then it's just screwing.
Exactly right. Yeah.
So I chose to trash the Ronin there. In hindsight, I think that was probably a mistake.
Right. He's really low on econ. I mean, you can hit centrals. You're going to be trashing.
Even if he.
Yeah.
Even if he advanced it a couple times, it's not even really a big threat then.
Right.
And then I could just go trash it at that point. So I think I should have just left it there. But he Musha Notions something and installs another card. And he has 4 credits, so he's definitely in a threatening position. He's threatening the Overrider at 3 credits.
Yeah.
I do not want 3 brain damage. That would be really bad as Max. Especially when I don't have Boxy installed yet.
Exactly.
And so I haven't been keeping track of where the same old things are, but I'm pretty sure I would have installed one if I had one by now. Yeah. So at this point, I'm probably getting pretty nervous about actually drawing into my levy or a same old thing. There might be some number in the heap.
Do you have Dejas in that deck or no?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's 3 same old things, 1 levy, and then you just hope and pray for the best, you know. But you can manipulate that a little bit. If you're low on cards in your deck and you really need a levy, or you really need what am I trying to say? A same old thing or whatever, you can just draw for it.
Draw.
Yeah. So I'm doing a retrieval run. And I think the main reason I'm doing this is to try and get him to res that ice. It's costly for me. But if I can get him to res that ice below, well, hopefully to 0.
Right.
But
exactly.
Because I might risk a June bug since one's already in the trash.
Sure.
But I need to get it below 3.
Right.
And he is not resing that ice, so I'm just gonna go get probably Morning Star for free. Oh, an Eater.
Eater, you're going back for that keyhole.
Well, I need to encourage him to res another Swordsman, so Eaters, that's the purpose for that one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, goes right into
Alright, so I'm running Keyhole, and I'm putting him in a very awkward position here. So
Yeah.
he's going to have to res this ice, and hopefully it doesn't cost him too much.
Because
This is only second click, so if he doesn't res this, it's 2 more Keyholes. So he reses Errand Boy. That is
Yeah.
4 to res.
So it's a trace 5.
and the lack of econ is disturbing.
Is that no, that's not...
It's there.
No, that's not Errand Boy. You know what that is? That's Checkpoint. Sorry, I saw the green. That's Checkpoint. So he reses it for
okay.
4. This is a new card. It's illicit, so it gives a bad pub. It's 7 strength, and it has 1 sub, which is a trace 5. If successful, do 3 net damage when the run is successful.
Is it net or meat?
So this
I
card,
can't remember. Isn't it a whaling card?
It's net.
Oh, it is.
Well, you might be right. Maybe it is meat damage.
I think it is meat damage. Yeah.
So I just, what you can do with this one is, this is why I don't really understand this card, is you can just kind of jack out. So the trace was successful,
Right.
but it doesn't do meat damage or net damage because I jacked out.
Right.
So he does a House of Knives to try and get me to not go on that server, but it was the Kronos project.
Oh man, that hurts.
And I'm just checking the other remote here. So
Alright.
the other remote's a snare.
And then you could just
It is
trash. Right.
Wow. So yeah,
Ouch.
he was trying to get that Kronos project through. That would have been devastating if the Kronos project, of course, would have cleared out my heap if he scored it.
Yeah, I think that would have pretty much been it.
So yeah, the checkpoint, he was kind of in a position where he needed to res it,
Right.
but at the same time, I don't know. Maybe it would have been better if he didn't res it, just to really threaten that Kronos project.
Right.
All right, so we are at, he's at 1 point, and I have 5 on the right there. Is that future perfect? The checkpoint is difficult to deal with. This was this deck did not really have a solution other than eventually eating through it. I understand now why people put knights and femmes in max decks.
Yeah. Even just a 1 of David, 1 or 2. I mean, David is just such a handy
No,
program.
you know what? Yes, especially with the utensils, and
There it is.
Yeah, I did have David in the deck, so
Right.
I think that was take a credit and then install David is why that worked.
Right.
Okay, now is when I'm looking through the deck, counting up my same old things and levies.
That's great.
Though I think I'm also looking at the utensils to figure out if I have the. I think that is that one a code gate. I feel like checkpoint might.
Checkpoint's a code gate.
Checkpoint
Yeah.
must
no,
be a sentry, right?
No, it's a code gate, I think.
Oh, it's a code gate.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very puzzling, so that makes sense. Oh, and they're spooned. Spooned is the code gate one, right?
Yes. Spooned is code gate, knifed is barrier, and
Yeah.
forked is sentry.
Okay, so I install the same old thing. I don't want to risk losing
There
that
we
one.
go. All right. Safeguard.
Yeah, and just take some money. So I'm building up towards the levy. I think it would be great if I can get something like a Lucky Find or a Day Job before doing that.
Right. Have a little bit of econ.
But I'm in a decent position right now, just in terms of score. I just need to build my econ a little bit, and then I'm ready to go assault those servers again.
Right.
He has a, looks like a, I think that is a data mine.
Yeah, I think it's just trying to damage you out.
He's setting up for something. Oh, there's that sure gamble that I would have ruined.
Right.
That's the thing with Max is you have to you can't be upset about her ability trashing a card you want because that's not punk rock.
Right. No. Who cares?
You just gotta have that attitude of I don't care about these cards.
Right.
All right, so just triggering levy.
Yeah, that's just the safe move.
Yeah. You don't want to risk him bioticking out a Kronos project or something.
You never know. Never ever know.
That would just be the best.
I wouldn't be
It
mad.
feels like PE should run a Biotic over Scorched Earth in some cases. It seems like a lot of their agendas would, like with Philotic
yeah.
and Kronos Project.
Philotic, you just sit back and then
Both of
whenever
those, it seems like there'd be
yeah.
Let him take 6 agendas and just biotic out of Philotic, and they'll be like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's happened.
There's the next PE deck. Yeah.
I think Austin out of San Francisco is known for doing biotic labor, Philotic. Once you're nice and comfortable with 5 points, and then you just lose.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. I like that.
Good strat.
Alright, so I drew all my cards. Oh, another same old thing.
Just put it down.
Take 3.
There you go.
Yep. Well, there's already a same old thing in the trash, so might as well get it down there while I can. There are so many events in that deck.
Yeah, that's definitely the definition.
So he has a bunch of cards. He has Philotic in hand, speak of the devil.
Let's see what he does.
His economy is building up. And he has 2 Neural EMPs in hand, a Scorched Earth, and a Fetal AI.
Yeah, he can milk you for it.
We're just resolving some dispute of some sort. Just being Netrunner players.
Yeah. Make false claims.
Click 3 was not a run?
Technically, I don't like your ID, so it does not take effect.
Going to work. Getting 9 credits.
9 credits. That is
9 credits. That's better than Melange.
It's 2 1/4 for your click. That's a good going
Why
rate.
do people even go to the moon to work?
Yeah. Moon is old school.
You just go to a call center. It's way better. So he's going to just start scoring agendas out in a remote because he sees that I don't have icebreakers. So like, I'll just start playing Netrunner instead of messing around with this net damage.
Yeah.
Alright, going into HQ, he does have a couple agendas in there that'll just win me the game.
Yeah, I think at this point I
think that's still the data mine.
Which, oddly enough, you can break with Eater, but then not access.
Yeah? Well, because he could House and Ice me, he could data mine me, and then if I hit the Fetal, I think I still win.
Right. Yeah, at this point you're just going.
I think there's 4 cards in hand.
Right.
Yeah, so you just gotta let the runner in and hope for the best.
Right. See what happens.
Show them that Scorched Earth. Oh, you know what? I think he had to trash Shattered Remains.
Yeah, I think he trashed that pretty early. Or pretty close to when we talked about it.
Oh, that would have been so great if you got my prepaids with Shattered Remains.
Oh, yeah, duh. There we go.
That would be great. Everyone's using hardware now. I could see why you'd just splash a 1 of that card. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, if you have Mushin Notion and you have Scorched, the 1 neutral splash is not a big deal.
Data mine.
There we go.
If I could raise the strength of data mine by a lot, I could David it.
You need the helpful AI to raise the strength of the ice, and then Cortez chip it. Just because.
Oh no! What's going on here? Oh, we screwed up. This is bad.
What happened? Oh, did you break it with Eater and you still access?
This was a wanton destruction.
Oh, okay.
I totally missed it. Yeah, I thought I broke it and then just was gonna go in and go ahead and take the agenda.
Right.
So that was just wanton. That's a new card as well. Wanton destruction. You run HQ if successful, spend X clicks, and then the corp has to randomly lose X cards.
Yeah. Oh, we were talking about that right at the start of the game when HQ was wide open.
Of this one?
Yeah. That HQ was open turn 1, and that's when I was like, oh.
You expect me to remember something from 25 minutes ago?
Who are you? What are we doing?
I think the Fetal AI did go into the trash.
Yeah.
And I think he has Yagura over there, so unless he draws into Jackson Howard, this could be bad.
Right.
Yeah, he has no ice. And not a lot of end run ice here either.
I mean, granted, usually he's not wanting you to...
yeah.
He wants you to run.
Oh, someone just stole my ID.
Yep, blank.
Blank ID.
Judge. Illegal deck.
Illegal deck, yep. Got a little bit of brain power here going. I think you installed a snare in archives.
Yep, that's a solid play. It's a great upgrade, and it causes a lot of confusion on the table.
Alright, so he installs the snare in that remote. Threatening Edge of World, of course.
Yeah. Classic card.
Do you want brain damage, but do you want it 2 turns before you lose the game? Edge of World's a card for you.
Dial it in. That's a 3 of.
I'm gonna go spoon the checkpoint, I guess, for some reason. What is... Oh, that's another checkpoint.
That's 2, folks.
Why not?
Guess you're going to be spooning something else.
Yeah, so I'll David that. I might just David the next one just for the...
Just keep going.
Yeah. Accessing cards.
That's weird.
I don't know, I guess I'm jacking out.
Yeah.
I'm probably... Oh, because what I can do is I could same old thing to spooned and then just kill the other checkpoint.
Yep, I like that.
That's a good play.
That's a good play.
Oh, no, I just continue. I think I continue because I could still do that because I'll still have another token.
Right, you can at least...
So might as well.
Let's
See what we got. Ooh, that is the...
Psychic Field?
Psychic Field, yeah.
Toss it. Yeah, recommended course of action.
A bad pub and a credit to just get rid of that nonsense. So I think it was I could yeah, I'm just gonna definitely go spoon that.
Spoon it.
Spoon time. We were talking about why knifed is the barrier one is only 1 credit and the other 2 are 2, and Andrew had a good point of Anarchs have an advantage with barriers. Barriers are the Anarch specialty.
Yeah.
So
Again, that favorite word, synergy.
that is just an Eli. Synergy.
Synergy, guys.
And that is an Eli. And 1 click left.
Oh, you're definitely running that archives. Oh yeah.
I think I have a lot of cards, and I might just risk a run on archives.
Let's see.
I really want to run, but I'm not letting myself there. I just take a credit.
That's...
So he has another turn to try and deal with his archive situation as it's become known.
Oh.
Yeah, he's in a really tough spot here. He has 2 agendas in hand with data mine protecting it. R&D's wide open, and the agenda is in archives. That win it for me. I don't know what you do at this point.
There's not much.
You maybe just sit back and play it cool and just wait for the runner to deck themselves.
I think my hope is I draw another snare and I put it right in that remote over the first one. Let's see if you run it. That's my play.
Yeah. House of Knives token. Then EMPs.
Yep.
I like it.
Plus you don't clear the tag. Scorched. See ya. Talk to you later.
Alright, Scrubbed is going in. I'm running with Keyhole.
Swordsman. Dennis Rodman. Ooh.
So at this point, that Scrubbed is just good econ with Eater.
Yeah, it's good econ for the
So
start.
I'm getting through Eli for free.
Yeah.
Yep. Alright, gonna see 3 and trash one of them. And that is only the first time you encounter that, so Eli will have to pay for.
Exactly, right.
Which I think is bogus.
It's really weird.
Alright, Snare is gone.
Well, see, there's the miracle snare that I was praying for. It's not happening.
Yeah, that's the one you wanted to win the game.
Right, exactly.
I don't think I'd run that remote. I mean, at this point, I don't care about Chronos Project.
Yeah.
A House of Knives would be a little bit annoying. A House of Knives would be legitimately bad.
Yeah.
That would be less than ideal.
Well, yeah, and I mean, especially because if you score a House of Knives and you have 4 agendas in your agenda pool, and if he Philotics EMPs, or well, no, he can only Philotic,
Yeah.
but even then, that hurts.
Yeah, a Philotic here would be pretty bad. That'd be 4 net damage. But it's not advanced, so he'd really have to advance it and then...
Right.
Alright.
Oh, going into
so he's
archives.
using-
Yeah.
Was that a House of Knives?
No, you're going into archives, so he just Yagura'd you for enough
yeah.
damage.
So that is the game.
There it is.
He's House of Knives because why not? Yeah, so there's the fetal AI. And that is the game.
That's a good one.
So, I mean, it was stacked against him there towards the end.
Alright.
But I was starting to run out of cards, so that could have been bad.
Yeah, it was definitely threatening.
That's also the punk. That's the punk rock mentality. There is just you don't look at how many cards you have left.
Yeah, don't
just
check.
look at the servers.
Yeah, don't check the heap. You just
Don't
go.
check the heap. Don't count your cards.
Nope.
None of that.
Punk rock,
That's
baby.
not what it's about. Yeah, punk rock. That is the lesson for today.
Cool.
All right. So it's pretty cool that I got that Chronos project.
That's great.
All right. Well, that's the game. I hope you all enjoyed seeing some new Order and Chaos stuff. And there'll be much more of that to come, and the SanSan cycle coming up soon too. When is it? When are we getting that?
I don't know.
Pretty soon.
Pretty soon-ish. There's a lot of exciting stuff.
Probably in another couple days or so. I think it'll be out.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty cool.
That is the game. Oh, a little bit of Team Covenant there. A little buzz marketing on the side of the deck box there.
Hey.
Go check out Team Covenant. They're really cool.
They have tokens.
And yeah, they have tokens, and you should get them. All right. That is the game. Thank you for watching.
See you guys.